No, it is really quiet. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I think Haru needs her sleep. Yes. Oh. So true. Beauty sleep is mandatory. I am doing well. Happy Memorial Day to the Americans. I did not have work today, so I had a fun time of napping and not waking up in a panic, being like, oh my god, I have a meeting. Did some fun games with friends. I finished the main story of Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. That was fun. It's a fun game. Caught up on some anime. It was a nice holiday. I don't remember anything about what we're doing here. So I guess we'll talk to. Actually, I think I'm supposed to go somewhere else. I think we talked to this guy again. Oh, okay. It looks like I didn't talk to this person, so we're gonna ask some questions. Manipulator. Sizzle told me all about it, Detective Jode. About the manipulator? Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister, too. Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Ooh. Sizzle, do you think that's what happened to me, too? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated, too? There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. Oh, wait, that's me. That image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. I'm going to guess it is Mr. Ray. Who is it? And why did they do it? Camilla's contraption. That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right? I knew it. See, Detective Jode? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jode about it. The exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. The superintendent's office. Peek. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town. I've never even heard of the place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? That old pigeon guy. It's Moe's fault. It's always Moe's fault. Who in the world is he? Damn it, Moe! That's not nice. I shouldn't say that. It is not always Moe's fault, but right now, I think it might be. Detective Jode. You must have heard this name before. Temsik? The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago, you were there. So you found out about that, did you? I hear that meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Can this guy ever be at fault? I don't know. It is Moe Meal Monday. The person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. Well, the second you said something, well, quiet hellos are usually for like people who don't have the hello, Shiro. Like, for example, I am lurking and I really can't say anything other than redeem something and then I have to go. I would put down a quiet hello and then just lurk after that. But now that you said something in chat, that gives me permission. Yeah, it says, I will not greet you out loud until you type in chat. Sorry. I understand moving forward. Moving forward, I will shout you out. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. Okay, Mr. Pre-crime, thought crime person. That's not true. You were trying to save me. And I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Be perceived, Ren. Be perceived. You have so much good art lined up, though. Please perceive. Ren's OCs are so cute. If this guy believes that anybody who thought about shooting people or committing murder is just the one, there are what? Multiple. There are multiple. Don't believe it. I'm gonna stand up. Yeah, I added exercise redeems so that we can make the streamer exercise. Make sure they're getting some exercise in while streaming. But Ren has multiple OCs. Smiles. Please, I am still waiting for the HXH. Double H? I can't remember. Hate and hemoglobin fanfic. Where is it? Canonfic? 1, 2, 3, 4. I just realized I should probably say it when I'm standing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no not symbol in your name, so clearly you exist. Thank you for the redeem. Excuse me. On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Is there a cooldown on it? Is there a cooldown on it? There is a cooldown on it. Okay. I was smart. Past me was smart. Another place? I mean, you can keep putting my art in your mouth, but I can't promise that I absolve myself of any responsibility or harm that you bring when ingesting my art. Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there! I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective, brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault. Detective Chode. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn. Fine time. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad y'all think my art is good. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I'd done. Little did you know, there was a manipulator. I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. So why did you paint us? Ah, thank you. And tonight, I finished my last portrait. The final face I wanted to remember. Sissel. Watch him say a different name. The final face. The face of the man in the park that... What? Wait, just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? What? That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole. Of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But, hold on, Detective Chode. It's Moe. That can't be true. I just met Sissel for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sissel. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Okay, so I think one of my suspicions has been proven true, which is I might not be who I think I am. Yes, thank you for appreciating art. Perhaps I am just a pigeon. Mr. Minister. Inspector Cabanela, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanela? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. What is going on? What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on? Inspector Cabanela. Is he being manipulated? The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever longer. Inspector Cabanela's call proves that to us. What in the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface? Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing than when I started. What? More questions. Endless questions. Oh, I was going to say, actually, chapter 15, 2:55 a.m. He was Moe all along. This is going to be an endurance stream in the sense that I'm going to try to push as far as I can to the ending because I want to finish this before Pride Month starts. I have, if you're in the Discord, at least I think I put it in the Discord. I cannot remember actually. I put it somewhere. Yes, I did put it in the Discord. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-ish games lined up for Pride Month. Thank you for linking it, Rin. And a couple of them are only maybe an hour long, so that's why there's 7 when there's only, I think, 4 weeks in June. Sorry, 5 weeks in June, 5 Mondays. But I'd like to do Pride-related games for the duration of Pride Month. I thought it would be nice after hearing Timpy talk about it. So, I would like to finish this game before June. Which is why I'm going to push as far as I can. So we're only restricted by how long until I fall asleep, I think. Technically I shouldn't be doing this because I have a really stressful workday tomorrow, but it's fine. We ball. 10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. What if Ray is the actual Sissel? Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. What? I see myself. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Sissel, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside of our bargain? You can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Here we go. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means. Let me have a look. Smack. It's Blue Moe. Was it Blue Moe all along? Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Please set your devices in airplane mode or turn them off. Very well. Remember to... 1 second. Let me mute my phone. New Moe AU review. Where is this? Oh, it's a submarine? It's a submarine! There's a suspicious looking bed over there. fascinating. Nice try, Inspector Cavanella. But you could never stop me. Adios. See ya, sucker. What? Who? Huh? So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? It do be peak. It's giving, Hunter x Hunter gone hair. Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Hello, sir. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. We're gonna watch ourselves shoot Inspector Cavanella. There must be a separate ghost whose ghost trick is reanimating dead bodies or something. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, the hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of a question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. What the hell? Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Wrong! I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jode, who chased me down and forced me into a corner even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. That finger point. And finally you, Inspector Cavanella. Hey. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record, and my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jode. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. He did do the thing. He did the thing again. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. You can't kill a dead man. Did you not notice, Inspector? He slammed his hand on the hot stove and he didn't feel a thing. He gods. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsig. Oh my goodness. I guess when he died, he must have gotten stuck in the meteorite or something. Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Oh, no. Here we go. The blase, oh, I died, didn't I? Spiel. Inspector Cavanello. He's awake. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cavanello character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing. Yep, just gonna do my thing. So, are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you'd better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right. I'd better be careful. Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? Or going up against our own kind? Whatever shall we do? Smack. Okay, closing the spout lid didn't do anything, but... What happened here? Look at this place. Wait. What happened? What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death lying hidden in here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Oh no. Oh no. Is it Moe? Hey, come to think of it, where's that old pigeon guy? Moe! No! Moe, you can't die! We need you! What is this? This is some kind of device. Very astute observation. Sorry, my memory isn't working. Yeah, mine isn't working too well right now either. I do remember seeing somebody use this equipment though. A radio maybe? Found him. Moe! Wake up! Excuse me. Are you awake? Oh, wait, crap, I forgot. I gave him the Stitch voice. Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you've brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up a place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest, actually. Said he came to rescue us. And like you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Oh, pitiful. Wow, Moe, okay. Ouch. That hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death, in order to change your fate, that is. But are we already in the past, then? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Here we go. Time to stack all of the deaths. 242. What the hell? They have our body. Or Sissel's body. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. Is that like a... Ah, shit. It's an EMF reader. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead. He's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect. It's a spirit. Ridiculous. So you figured it out all out, huh? Huh? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanela. So it's really true. I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. Ah, shit. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell, if you will. I control everything. The show, people, just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence. You know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Joe did. Now then, Professor, I'm afraid it's time for you to die. Ah! I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight. But before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. There's dynamite. Professor, look out! No. Wow, that's an insane way to fall. Legs straight out. Dynamite, hey! When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him. Having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. Oh my god! I was right! The schnoz! He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. but I wasn't going to let that happen.
You saw through their plan, eh?
I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead.
Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn.
And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. Are we really okay with trusting Ray right now? For all we know, Ray could be the actual Sissel who was just waiting for us to move things around. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. Wait, why? Oh, by going to our body? Is that even possible? Alright, man. Jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say.
Foolish of you to say too.
If you stop the explosion, he'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say.
And most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye.
Well, what do you propose then, Prof? Pray tell.
Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing.
Easy enough for you to say. Sheesh, what's with all of these people? Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, we already know I can open this door. And it looks like there's stuff down here that we can possibly use later. Yeah, I can't touch him. It's very interesting. I guess we can't actually, we can't go 4 minutes before this guy's death. But we can possibly save the doctor. So I just have to wait. And try this new thing. Yes, as you perhaps have already noticed, time is running out, baby. Yeah, no perhaps about it. I know. But you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on in here.
It looks like it's all over.
Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. Sissel. Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me. Before I'm carried away. What's with the frail-sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. He?
A friend of yours?
Yep. A little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that surprise you. Well, he's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. What? Are you... Sissel. There he is again. Farewell. What? Sounds like your little pal was carried away. Where was he?
Maybe you should have tried to find him somehow.
Maybe you should have looked around, you know, from corner to corner? What if I do this right now? So you. Oh, I can't open it! No! No! It opens upwards, not downwards! Damn! Wait, okay. Before I'm carried away? Who in the world are you talking about? Oh, in here maybe? Fascinating. Okay, how do I make him go faster? But how do I get down there? I can't reach that far. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Blah blah blah. It has to be here. Is it not here? Sissel, help me. Find me before I'm carried away. Where? Oh, the leaf! The leaf! The leaf!
Sissel! Here I am!
Oh, hey, it's...
Whistle!
What are you doing there?
Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there?
No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out?
Of course! Here, let me come join you. Okay, here I am, Sissel.
Now maybe things will flow in a new direction.
Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky.
Okay, wait. People are talking.
Okay, let's stop that explosion.
No, we can't do that.
Okay, let's take care of that man in red then.
No, we can't do that either.
We can't do this. We can't do that. What can we do?
We let the explosion happen. Then we rescue the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, Missile.
Oh, I don't know about that. But I'll do my best.
We're talking about a matter of seconds. We can't miss our chance. I don't know what you're talking about. A toy cake. Balance toy. Measuring device. Here's a motor. I don't need any of the things up here.
Do you remember how to use my powers?
Yeah, you can swap things that have the same shape, right?
Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape.
What's the difference?
As I was being carried by the wind and falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at a thing from different angles, it looks different.
You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage. Lamp, telephone. Different angle? What different angle do I have? No, like actually, what different angle do I have? Can't change these. The only thing I can see that has... So, oh, maybe the measuring device? Wait. Sissel is in the way. Sissel is very in the way. Oh, it doesn't work? Hmm. Hmm. What in the world is this thing?
This device has that meteorite data entered into it. If it detects DMZ radiation, it responds.
Got that kid. Isn't it a lovely thing? I guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much.
What a sorry pair.
I can't open it because the professor is on top. It's no use. I can't open it. Did the fact that the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it?
It may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set.
He sounds so proud of that fact too. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard. Wouldn't you agree, Professor?
Yeah, that's why we're both dead.
A door that opens downward. We don't have a door that opens downward. Oh, I can go over there, technically. If I can stop this toy from spinning, I can halt the contraption, but that won't really solve anything.
There's a smart boy. If you stop the explosion, he'll just find another way to get me. But it would probably give away the fact that you're here too.
So I have to rescue you without stopping the explosion. Is that even possible?
That's what has to be done. Deal with it.
I can't get over there. Ball. Telephone. Trash can lid. Books! Those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something.
Sissel, my animal instincts are starting to surface.
If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can.
Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that.
A bigger commotion? What if we sold these? Oh, they're all coming. Allah, they coming. Now that's what I'd call some proper commotion.
Making the trash can dance.
Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing now myself.
It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back.
What a dangerous bunch. Okay. Oh! Wait, come back. Professor, look out! Wait! I was almost there. No! Damn. So I have to save you without the other me noticing.
We can do it, Sissel. I know we can.
Okay. Okay, I think I know what I have to do now. I need to get over to the trash can and it'll roll. You need to not be there. It'll roll and then I'll be able to swap it with the ball, the tire, which should make it so that it'll drop and look like that again, and then I can swap it with a door. Should. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, rats. Please. Why is it not moving? There it is. Swap it. Now I have to go all the way back up. I can't go all the way back up. No! to wait for it. Okay. And then stop. Wait, no. I think I have to wait until 0. Yep. And then touch stop. Ah! Okay, that's good. That's good. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you! Well, the professor's alive. That's good.
I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off.
Sorry, Inspector Cabanilla. I couldn't do anything to help you. There I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter. I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it.
Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one who that managed to vanish without a trace here.
Let's go. Fate averted.
What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't.
I was just remembering the fact that right about now, the real me is giving the poor Justice Minister a real fright.
Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset.
Excuse me, mister? You really shouldn't be mean like that.
And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior that keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be, if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl taken hostage.
It's a cruel twist of fate indeed.
Wait just a minute. Is Camilla a hostage?
Yes, we're sorry, little warrior.
Is Camilla a hostage? What's a hostage?
Anyway, Inspector Vanilla, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right?
But this time it's different, right, Sizzle?
That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. You'll save the Inspector in white and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay?
Okay, let's hurry up and get through this.
Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Because you are! Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. He is pretty important. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanilla is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there.
Sizzle, I'll go up first and wait for you.
Ah, shit, wait. But how do I get up there?
Okay, Lovey Dove, I need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it.
Ah! Thank you, Moe! You're a lifesaver!
There you are, Sizzle.
Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the Inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Thanks, Moe! Moe MVP!
Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way.
Wait a minute, that sounds familiar.
Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot, and then save Cabanilla without him noticing.
Huh. That's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something!
Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Sizzle. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap R2.
Oh my god, okay. Here we go. What do we have over here? We have a hat. We have a helmet. We have a book. Some telephones. I can't go anywhere. That's awkward. It's gonna have to, I'm gonna need the teapot kettle to come down here. Thanks. And then, what else can I do? What is there that I can do?
Oh, did you see that? That bad Cecil turned around.
Do you have to call him that? Yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. This is the only time he takes his eyes off me, too.
If you have something to do, do it now.
First steps. Okay. So, I think... No, that doesn't help anything. I think I should be able to swivel this over, and then maybe... What's this book? How does the old pigeon guy even reach up here? And I wonder if he makes his pigeon fish these books for him.
I ain't done.
So many mysteries surrounding this old man.
And never mind those. Wait, come back. Wait, no, don't do it. Don't turn around. Oh, shit. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So you're here, are you? He sensed my presence. Ah, shit! He looked at the camera. I noticed you. You think you can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Everything. Including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait, don't shoot! Damn. I guess using my powers right in front of the other me wasn't such a good idea. Especially when somebody gets shot because of it. Okay, so I need to swivel and then rock the helmet over. And then somehow... Wait. Good luck, kids! Okay. Let me move. How did I get over there? Oh, over here. Okay. Let me move missile up there. I know I can rock the helmet over. I just need to figure out a way to... Just need this to go over there. What was that? I don't know, what was that? What else? What else can I do? I don't know what else I can do. What is this knit hat for? This seems pretty important, but I can't get over here. Nothing else seems to be... And he just comes rocking back. Okay.
Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die?
Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go to the trouble of shooting him at all?
Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat.
But now the situation has changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. Could I don't know what I can do. I legitimately do not know what I can do. Can I smack him? I think that would be a bad idea. I tried it a little too late. I think I can go over there and possibly do something with a knit hat. Because his back is facing the ladder now. Thunk. Okay. What was that? What was that, he said. Alright. And then...
Ba 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 ba. Hit, hit, pew!
Okay. Now... Oh. Wait. Missile's here. Let me just move over here. I can move this over. Chico. Move this over. It looks like the book now. No. Wait. Because we want to...
Well, would you look at that? Right on the hook.
I love knit hats. So warm, and most of all, soft.
Hey, now that I'm looking at it, that hat is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down.
Aha, I thought so. What about it? Wait, do I need to switch it with... Okay, I think I need to use the mouse for this. I can't reach over there. What if I did this? Nope, that was a bad idea. It's the same shape, but it's the wrong orientation. That didn't seem to work.
It's no use! Even with my powers, there's nothing I can do!
Bullet. Again? I'm going to be shot again! We're just gonna let the inspector keep getting shot. It's fine. This is fine. Oh. I don't know what the bullet looks like. Maybe I swap it with a knit hat somehow. I need Missile to be up there. I'm pretty sure I have to do this. Hunk. We're doing Prague though. Does seem like this is the right way to go. Okay, now what? I guess we could, yeah, because it's a different orientation. Smack it. No, wait, our chance is coming up.
The last split second, right? Leave it to me.
Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead.
Now's our chance. I'm hearing the bullet now. Let's swap this little thing with something else.
What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something in here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. I don't know, man. I can't see what it looks like. A hat! Smack! Hat in your face!
I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act.
And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm, and most of all, soft.
Did I do all right?
You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life.
And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over.
Fate averted, let's go.
What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for.
All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together. That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us.
I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all.
Okay, let's hurry back. We have to rescue Miss Camilla.
And there's a certain guy I have to follow too. Yay! Puzzle complete. That was fascinating. Alright, wake up, Mr. Inspector. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cavanella, the man in red left. And now a new story is about to unfold in a new present.
How are you feeling, you old crazy character?
I still find it really wild that I can... the Stitch voice doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Hey there, bruv. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that? So what? The guy in red is gone, eh?
Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us. Doubt. Ah. Damn it. You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Well, time to talk to people. Well, it looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in White, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. Hello there. If I knew things were gonna end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, maybe. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk like it. You shouldn't talk about it like that. Yes, sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Who am I? That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago.
He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame.
But what about when he said this? Slam. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jode, who forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Cavanella. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at the kid. He rhymes, I just realized. Yes. 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation, and then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you. I don't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement, but I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Cavanella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. Damn. He did the dances. He did the dance even when he was green, and that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun.
How could you?
He used my gun to escape. What he said was true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. Wow. Okay. I first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications network. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know he looked like at the time, and in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those 2 inmates at the special prison. We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight, on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands.
Right. Highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes.
And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camilla. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. This is true. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of this special investigation unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course. Why else? I just never could believe it, man. Jode shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power, and then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Jode is innocent. What incredible determination. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jode, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself has to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could. So that's it. Aw, he's actually a nice guy. I misjudged you. But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. This is true. Time to talk to the doctor. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute?
I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police.
The police?
Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead, but I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue.
An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more?
Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too.
Yeah, Okay, so if we're not Sissel, and that's not our body, first of all, why were we in the junkyard?
That's the only way I can describe it. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, all right, but there wasn't a scratch on him.
Not a scratch. But I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment.
I don't understand it any more than you do.
Fascinating.
I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went, and no scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery.
That's because the corpse up and vanished on us.
The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there's one way the corpse could have disappeared.
What's that? If it walks out himself. Yeah.
It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own.
What?
He was dead, but he wasn't dead.
We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove.
The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body.
Radiation?
I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown.
Wait a minute. Could it be?
That's right. It was coming from the meteorite fragment.
And that's how we started the meteorite EMF. Electrometeorite fragment reading.
I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse.
But does that mean that Missile will also live for 10 years?
At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here.
Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush?
It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here.
Very Cabanella of him. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temzik. Is that you?
Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball?
I was investigating the manipulator case. And then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world. It's an isekai power." And that's when I put two and two together. The manipulator case and Temzik were somehow connected.
Which also explains how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother.
He added that gun to the contraption. Most likely by controlling Camilla. Makes sense? So the contraption in the basement here. You built that to try and help Detective Jode.
That's right. Jode and I worked together back when I was at the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried.
Camilla told Jode it did something it shouldn't have. Made an impossible move.
I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate. Otherwise, the gun wouldn't fire.
So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Inspector Cavanella! Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Yeah, maybe we should call the Justice Minister. Inspector Campanella, I'm sorry. I just heard you were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jode. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight. I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Says somebody who has, like, broken ribs. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jode. The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jode go free until tomorrow morning, too.
That's a pretty extreme while he was at it.
Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around, and then you swoop in at the last second. Kills you.
Jode. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day.
Ta-da! It's Detective Gumshoe! I've been waiting for so long, Detective Jode. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Why though? Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay. Fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for? I bet you'll find it soon. Alright. I'm leaving, Inspector Cavanella. Bye. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. Hey. Let's go. Chapter 16, 4:19 a.m. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. I'm going to quickly look up a walkthrough to see how many chapters I have.
Hello?
This is Jode. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. Ah, shit. Okay. Okay. That's what I thought. I have 16, 17, and then the final chapter. Oh, no. I don't know if I can finish this tonight. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Here we go. Control room.
Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end.
Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight.
I'm the one who should be thanking you.
The pigeon. It bowed to us. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. Let's go. Here we go. Home stretch. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Yonoa, Detective Jode. My detective sense must have gone rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jode. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind.
Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate.
And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine?
But how did you find us, my man?
Not even the police knew where the Yonoa was going to surface, confound it. We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. Criminals. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for you. Oh. Cabanela has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Cabanela. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where's that man in red? I know he's on the submarine somewhere.
Ah, Sissel, you mean?
Smack. You can relax. That's nothing but his show. His show, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now, he's controlling your daughter. What? Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go. Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Oh. Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers. What in the world was that?
The Temsik fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned.
What are you talking about?
What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jode. Farewell.
What? Eject. Wait, but the other guy is also here. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jode, where did he go? Well, I've been forgotten here. What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them, and fast. Lynn's gonna be dead again. What are the odds? Who is this? So you're here, huh?
It's Missile!
Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago?
I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog.
With my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better.
Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla.
Don't you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out?
I'm sorry to say, I don't think it can.
Why did you even bother? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together.
You got it.
Oh, telephone. The telephone is ringing.
Wow, it's Miss Camilla. I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming at me.
You think you'd call that more of a hunch? Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing. I would if I could. This is an emergency light, so I should be able to swap these. Move this. Swap these. I'm getting there. Frick. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Sissel, look. That black hello? It came off the hook.
Uh-oh, I better answer it fast.
Hello? Hello? Miss Camilla? Miss Camilla?
What is it, Missile?
Oh, Sissel, hurry! Hurry!
Okay, I'm coming. Oh my god. Missile is in the thing. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel, where are you? Somebody, please answer. I guess he can't hear my voice.
You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me.
Somebody help me. Lynn is... She said Lynn.
Miss Lynn!
You'd better hurry.
Let's go, Sissel.
Yeah, Lynn is totally dead. And Camilla totally killed her. It's no use. Nobody's answering.
Miss Camilla! And Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn.
Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. It looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come.
It's Camilla! It's Camilla!
And Missile, too. I'm so glad to see you're all right.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly.
Mom gets Wi-Fi. So true. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before.
What? My voice?
That's right. Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missel's voice before when he saved her that time.
So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla. I'm so glad I was born your little doggy.
Hey, Missel. Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while?
Huh? I thought you need my powers?
I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her.
Okay. I'll do it. Thank you, Missile.
Yippee. Yippoo. Alright, how do I get over there? Not you. Turn. Oh, I should probably listen to that. I wonder what happened this time. I'd better talk to the little lady a little more. Oh. Hey. What happened?
Yes, Sissy?
Could you tell me what happened? Squish. What happened after I last saw you at your old house?
Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep. I woke up to the sound of an engine.
So she was already in the submarine by then.
I thought to myself, I have to escape. The next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room.
I was so tired I couldn't move. And then...
Camilla!
I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out, the poor thing. You've been through so much. You were very brave.
I think Len's probably been there more than me.
You've both been brave. Alright, Lynn. What do you have for me? Oh, Sissel, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Jode? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter and Inspector Cabanela fired him with a bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jode and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jode and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She'd escaped and run away here. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy. It sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. This is, what, the 5th time we're saving her now? 4:22 a.m. Camilla, are you okay? What? Camilla?
Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met.
Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago?
Oh, well, I see there's no need to introduce myself.
Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this.
Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance.
The phone is ringing.
It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead.
What in the... The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution? Well, knowing him, I have half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry for what happened to you, but revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about it. This. Have I been had? Look out! Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him. He was going to shoot Detective Jode as Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add that again part. 5th time's the charm. So let's see. The cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Let's see. I can't move. I still can't move. Okay. Now I can move. Where does it go? It's no use. I can't get the line to work. That's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Oh. Well, don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Somebody, please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Okay, time to turn all of these and see what happens. I did it. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry. Now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jode. Who is this? Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. Leaving where? Where are you going? So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board. That does it. I promised to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Oh, I don't think... Who is he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true, neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Oh, it's here. It's Detective Jode. What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. I can't go anywhere though. I don't get it. What's happening? They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just going to go ahead and steal the Temsik fragment. Huh? But that's cheating! I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the Temsik fragment going to go?
Okay.
Oh, it didn't work. I need to do that. It's still too far. God damn it. Where is it going? Oh, I see. Ha! The Temsik fragment, you're mine at last. My precious.
My precious.
The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir.
Beep.
Sissel, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Jode in it. Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Jode can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I'd better hurry along before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me. You know I will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sissel. Wait, but we're still on the... We're in the sub with him. Aha, so that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo. It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. Okay. What does this do? We can't let it launch. But what can we do? Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow. Somehow. A true detective never gives up. Oh, we certainly can't just ignore it. There's no time. It's gonna launch. Don't worry. We can still find a way to stop it. What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope. Why was the I hope at the end the strongest part of the sentence? Okay, here goes. Where are we going? That's not how that works, but okay. It's a rat! Oh no, the poor rat. I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought, but was this really the best move? I think so. We'll just have to keep it from going off, right? I have a bad feeling about this. I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? Do you know how a torpedo works? Nope, can't say too. I saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. You'll never amount to anything. That in turn sets off the detonator. The detonator? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. Or not. What does this do? The rat got squished. This looks like just the thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't get it, but I do want to give it a try. Before we can do that, it looks like we have to get something out of the way first. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. The spinning black things, right? Apparently, their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. Wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. I get the feeling that devs don't like rats. So true. Whee! Okay, yeah, run away, little guy. Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Wow, these weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Right. There, we clamped the safety device on. We did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding. But there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. She's still alive. That's good enough. What was that noise? It looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did it! What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right. I guess
that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable.
Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we'd better get back to the present.
Fate averted. Yeah.
We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole. I've got to get them out of here. I'd better go meet up with Lynn. Easy for you to say. Transformer, starter, wheel, balancer. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. That should help me get going over there. Better hurry over to Lynn. It's not safe to stay here. And I just don't have the power to stop that water from coming in. Wake up, Camilla! Lynn. Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you.
Miss Camilla!
Oh, Missile, you're here.
Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do?
You have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come.
And Missy is here too.
I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now. We gotta go. I'm gonna pass out. Camilla!
Miss Camilla!
I'm sorry. I'll get you out of here. Yeah, if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, I think I'm going to cry.
Or whimper, as the case may be. I'd better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here. What am I? Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Cecil. He's here. Up you go. I'm glad you're here, Cecil. Sorry for the wait. It looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. We'd better get out that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Can Missile and Honey be friends? Yeah, totally. I think Honey would be very scared of Missile, though, for the first couple meetings. Missile is very intense. Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here, so the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Ladder. Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way, yes? I can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Very demanding. What does this do? This one, maybe? There you go. You did it, Cecil. Thanks. Can you imagine bringing somebody on your back with you up a ladder? I could not. Lynn, please. Terrifying. What was that? It looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Cecil, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know. You can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Oh, hey, great! Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do is get to that door and we're safe. Ah! Oh. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. Ow. Should have a couple broken bones. What happened now? It looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky, or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. You gotta go, Lynn. You really gotta go. I can't help you. What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on. You'll just have to go up to the top. Let's see how I can help. I mean, I can try, but like, she needs to start climbing. Oh well, I think I see a familiar flame over there.
Cecil, there you are. How's it going?
How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you?
Of course. After all, just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath.
Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies?
Of course!
Alright, here we go. Let's see. What can we do? Medium fan? Large fan? I think putting the large fan on the bottom might help something. I don't know, but oh, I can't get over there. That's awkward. I don't know what it would help though. Now there's a small fan. Huh. Okay. I should probably just wait and see. Can you go somewhere? Oh, wait. Oh, I see. She was trying to let me in over to this. I see. I see. A woman who can't swim and an ambitious woman. They both head for the top. Oh my gosh. A woman who can't swim and a sensible woman. They both keep their feet on the ground. Okay, I need to give her footholds. I guess she can't hang out on these things. I do think Missile can hang out over there for now. Thank you much. Let's see what happens when I do this. These pistons sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge? It might be just that. Think you can climb them? If I wasn't holding Camilla, I could probably do it easily.
Sizzle, you're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you?
Could you just be quiet for a minute, Mizzle? His pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. I know what to do. It looks like the large fan is longer than the medium fan. So I just need to swap these and then operate this again and it should work. There you go. There. How about that? Wow, this is great. You made a staircase for me. You better hurry. I don't think that water is gonna wait for you. That was fast. Not even I'm that way over there yet. Ouch! Damn, okay. Now the steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? And there's no way to go around either. Think you can do something?
Of course we can.
We have to. I need to get up there. I forgot that I would need to get up there. They're all smoking. What happens when I turn this? So by closing this valve, I've shut off the steam flow to that first pipe. Okay. What if I switch it? I don't think this will matter, but...
Look at this. If I suck the pipes.
It changes how the steam comes out. Oh, I get it. Because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? So each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way. I bet that'll come in handy. This one can probably be over there. And then I need to move over to this one and then change it with this one, I think. Yeah, there you go. There, how does that look? It looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Ouch. Come on. You got this, Lynn. It's right there. Look up there. If I can just make it to that door, we can escape. Now, how in the world am I gonna get up there? Don't yell at me.
If you want to yell, you can yell at me.
Missile? How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did.
Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with.
Yeah, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Maybe a little bit. Please hold. I'm doing a thing. Let's see. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, race away. Missile's underwater now. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it. Hurry. Is that any way to ask for something? Let me go grab Missile first. Poor guy. It's no use. I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh no. No. This way. Oh. Snitch. What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. But I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up, to find a single ray of light. Light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Chapter 16 complete. Chapter 17, 5:10 a.m. 2 more to go. The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Is it Ray? Did I misjudge Ray? I think I misjudged Ray. Eek! How many Sissels are there? I see you managed to survive, Detective. Hey, you... Excuse my appearance, I seem to have lost my body. Oh, it's Sissel? It's like real Sissel? Oh, and you there. You're the good ghost who's been saving Lynn all the evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Sissel, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon. Who you are and who I am too. What? What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. Am I one-eyed Chiego? And one step ahead, something? They got us good. It's all over for the submarine. Its engine room is destroyed, there's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. It is Sissel. But he also said his name's not Sissel. I'm confused. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsik fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. The radiation's power effect. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects.
And in my case, stopping objects.
Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation. On that day 10 years ago. Oh shit, what? Fide! Hola! Buenos dias! ¿Cómo están? Did you sleep well? I should learn how to say that in Spanish. A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course I received special powers.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too?
You know, you might be right. You hate exams. When are you done? Are you almost done? I imagine it's the entire week. I think I asked you this last time, wait. Aren't the Temsik remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation, too. I hope you're able to get some rest. Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of the meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in.
It makes about as much sense to me as anything else.
Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago. But my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped. So, I just simply existed. Not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess, as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why he wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Their objectives was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Semsek. Detective Jode was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsec fragment and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? What? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. 10 years later and you'd become a detective looking into Joe's case. Tonight I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. The dots are connecting. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. Wow, he has long reach. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha! The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsic meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jode case. They thought you would find out about Temsic sooner or later. That still doesn't explain who I am. And why I was there. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush the submarine. Oh, no. There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. What? This feeling? Cut off from the world. All alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly towards the towards the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Lynn? Camilla, is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jode is. The present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Jode told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there?
We should be able to figure something out between the three of us with our powers. Right, Miss Lynn?
Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. It looks like Detective Jode is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. So his shell is definitely there in the command room, right? Just without the fragment? It's there, yeah, but I don't know about calling it a shell. Detective Jode's watch will tell us exactly where it is. There might still be another torpedo on the submarine. If we use it, we can get to Detective Jode. That's a brilliant plan, Detective. You think so? So what are you gonna do? Ride on the top of the torpedo? Thank you, Bayo. I hope you have a good rest. Thank you for hanging out. Of course not. You guys are going to go. Darn, I kind of wanted to see that. Did you want to see me drown? Maybe. I don't know. How do I... How do I look at the watch? Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Nice. Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably feeding him grapes while he lies in bed.
Oh, it sounds heavenly.
I've been thinking about this for a while now. But don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Okay, let's go to the torpedo room, I guess. There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out.
Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room.
Oh, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jode up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be one more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube.
When it comes to missiles, you can count on me.
I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck! This one? This switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken? But I don't think the entire device is broken though. We need to move the switch somehow.
What will happen to these 2 ladies?
I think that's up to us and our powers.
What?
This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile?
Me? Of course I will. Count on me.
I need you to switch these 2, probably. And then I can probably lower this now. Yeah, there you go. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. But something's odd. What is? The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right, okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Here we go. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jode is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile?
I'm sorry. I can't go.
What?
I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it.
Missile.
He swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel.
I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile.
What? But, Miss Lynn...
You staying here won't change our fate, but if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope.
But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that.
Don't worry, Missile.
Miss Camilla?
I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry.
Miss Camilla!
Yoink. That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Do we know how much 12 seconds is? Sissel? Yes? We never found out who you really were, but that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady.
Of course we will.
I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes then. Good luck, friend.
Whee!
These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Detective Jode!
I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him.
You'd better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do.
Let's talk to Detective Jode.
Wait, what? Sissel has a core now. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jode. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. Blah, 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 this and that. So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? It's been 10 long years, Detective Jode. Are you Yomio? Who? Wait, then who's Sissel? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, Yomiel. That's right. But those people on the Yonoa were calling you Sissel? That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jode? Right.
This guy knows who I am. What?
10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you?
Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government.
It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about.
To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room, took little Lynn as hostage. By the way, Detective Jode, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomio. 10 years ago.
Ah, shit! Meteor!
My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot, and the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul. A name, an identity, an everyday life. Ohayo, Azzy. How are you? I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money. And a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And the response in the end was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsig was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? Not at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsek meteorite from the park? They couldn't. After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy. At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't seal the Temsek meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsek meteorite. So that's it. So the upshot of your grand deal was this. Yep, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jode back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? Yahoo, Bimu, how are you? Buenos dias, Bimu, ¿cómo están? Thank you for the care kit.
Well, we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them.
And we can't do it without you, Detective Jode. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. We are in chapter 17, I believe. Wait, we need to watch this first. The game is going well. I think I am in the second to last chapter. So, where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human. I am a remote-controlled robot. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot. 17 out of 18. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Now it is time to say goodbye. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems. Camilla, forgive me. It isn't over yet.
It isn't?
Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning this situation around. Okay. Huh?
What is it, Detective?
Look at Yumio's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is what they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped, thanks to the power of the Temsic. His body cycles between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temsic fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. That means we can go back.
But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death?
That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move! I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it, the final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. I have no idea. I still have no idea who I am. Honestly. The final journey to the truth starts now. I actually don't know. Have we seen anybody else who has died? Did somebody else die? At some point? Final chapter. Let's go. Thank you for staying this long. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago, when the Temsic meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Really? 10 years ago? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, it's little Lynn. It's ready. Hold it. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Am I the cat? When, at the very beginning of the game, the opening sequence, there was that specific cat. Am I the cat? The cat's gone. What does it mean? Are you okay? You're all right now. Are you hurt?
Yeah.
She's so cute.
You saved me, mister.
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me, I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsic meteorite. It's beautiful, looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsic from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jode? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. we might not be able to change our fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did was inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future.
Okay, let's get started.
Now, how are we going to save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready, she's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have?
Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break.
Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. Egg. That looks like an egg. It looks like the sweet potato. I can't move right now.
It's ready. Yay!
Hold it. Oh, you need to go somewhere else. Post lantern. That's just barely too far. This is like, what in the world is this thing? Oh boy. You even forgot what a sweet potato is? It makes sense actually. If we're the cat, there's no way we would know anything about any human things. It's a roasted root vegetable. That's good. There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day.
They're sweet and they smell delicious.
These guys sure are making me want to try one. Can we do anything about this? Stay back. What are you
Doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. I don't know about that, but... I'm getting there, I'm trying. Still not enough. Ah, damn it. I needed to get there, I think. Okay.
Not the sweet potato cries.
Okay. Rock. And I think I can still get down there. Okay. Rock. And spray. Go with it. Spray higher.
Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big scary sweet potato.
That's not a sweet potato missile. That's Mino.
Oh, right, of course. Now look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape.
So you're saying you could swap them? Good idea.
Okay, here I go, and I'm going to need your help.
I help. Why do you need? That was quite a sight to see. Looks like this park just got a new feature.
But neither one of them even glanced this way.
Wow, they are locked in. Guess that's not surprising, seeing as even a meteorite didn't distract them. Hey, it was a desperate situation. Kill or be killed. And Yomiel is killed right after this by the meteorite. Well, now that the park has a new feature, can we use it to our advantage? I think so. If I can just... I can't reach. It's no use. I can't get any water to come out.
Oh, we can see why not.
Yeah, the overwhelming presence of Mino. It's another sweet potato. Oh, it's the sweet potato from earlier. I can't reach anything from here. Yeah. I can't really do anything.
It's about time for the meteorite to come down.
Uh-oh. We have to change the Fragment's path somehow. It looks like both paths and fates can be difficult things to change. There has to be a way.
If we work together, you and me, I thought we'd be able to do something.
Thought? That's funny. I wonder why he's using the past tense. Come on. Come down here, meteor. Show me what shape you are. I think we are. We might be. That went smacking over there. Oh! I doubt we can move those two from that spot. Which means we have to do something with the Temsec fragment instead. Hi, Timpy. How are you? One second. It is time for push-ups. I think you can hear me from far away, but you're just gonna have to trust me if you don't. Two, 3, 4, 5. Waiting for bus so you can get home? Goodness, you're out late. I hope you get home safe. I am well. This is the final chapter. So I'm trying my best, but I am very stumped. I just fiddle with it, I think. I think it would be interesting if I was somehow able to get onto... Yeah. I know I need to switch these two. But I don't know how. I don't know how that's supposed to help. Oh, aha! Maybe like that? Oh shit. Oh, look! The lamppost is bending.
But it hasn't broken yet.
It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Temsec fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Minos sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. That's really impressive.
It's about time.
Don't worry, Missile. I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the fragment's path.
Oh, okay. That giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can.
Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. Here we go. Moment of truth. There, how's that?
Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little.
Now Yomio's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? No! Detective Jode! The Temsec fragment shot through his leg. What? But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Jode, put the gun down. If you don't, you're going to shoot him. I don't know if it's his detective training or what. But even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. No. I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands.
I won't let that happen.
Bullet! Missile! The bullet is stopped in midair! Let's go!
I'm here inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something.
What? With what? Detective Jode, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. I know exactly. Sweet potato in your face! Oh no. We stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious! Okay, so your fate of death has changed. But still, this fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. The Mino fragment. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh no. Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Oh no. Damn it, my leg won't work.
It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn!
It's not over yet. Oh my god. It's not over yet.
But there isn't anything else to swap with.
Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it.
What can we do now? Even if we work together.
I think we're forgetting one person's powers here. I think there might be something that can be done.
What is it? What can Cecil and I do?
Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yumiel, Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. Alright. Over here. Gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you'll only have a split second. I'm mashing so hard. Now it's your turn, Missile.
What? Me? What can I do?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay, got it.
You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position.
But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them.
Just gives us a little bit of time.
It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino.
What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped, alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn. Him! You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right, I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Ow! Ooh! He got... Ah, you're awake. Don't look behind you. Why would you do that?
Hey, mister. Is your knee okay?
Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit. But the main thing is that you're not hurt. The egg does claim another victim.
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could.
What? What's that?
This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave.
A detective's badge?
Did she need to tease T-pose for that?
Thanks.
Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Oh. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But, you know, I'm glad it happened.
Oh. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there.
Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray.
It's kind of limp. Is it okay?
We're the cat. I confirmed right now, we're the cat. I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything.
Poor little kitty.
How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel. Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend? You're telling me I was a cat this entire time? Oh my god. I think I finally remember. That explains why we can't read! 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Guys, we have matching scarves. They're just like me, for real, for you. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I'd lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see, just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomio." No! The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. These 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The black cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? Oh. I wasn't able to control her completely. She shot the bag. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something. It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Wow. Right there, in the presence of Temsic radiation. Wow. And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. Wow. I think I understand it, Meow. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things you can do that I can't. You mean I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death? If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past, Meow. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you.
Ah, shit. Cat.
In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate.
Wow, a cat.
The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? And now I'm the one who is stuck in limbo. So, Yumio, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Take a shot of water every time somebody says darkness.
Well, I guess it's time we got back, Meow. A new 10 years later was just born. Meow.
Right, we should get back to our new present.
I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again.
So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime, That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? No matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Watch everything be worse. After all, what is life if not suffering? Hey, Sissel.
Yeah?
When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry.
That's already the thing of the lost past, meow. Our fates have changed, meow. Right, Yomiya?
Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you.
Me too, Yomiya. Sissel, are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't.
Don't worry, Missel. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then.
Sissel, I'll never forget you.
I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Chad. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Little did we know. Wait. Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. It's Uncle Ray! Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you. Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. Who are you? I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know. Who exactly are you? Fair enough. I'll tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. There's more. You changed the fates of many people tonight. The first of which was hers. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. Is it a rat? Is Ray a rat? After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. You don't need to kill the dog! They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached his paw towards his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that. The powers of the dead. But how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. Are you Missile? In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red in the deep, deep sea. And then, he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? Alternate Missile. Dark Missile. He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you. Oh, that's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. So you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly. And then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. How did he get to 10 years in the past, though? By this time I had grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Top Pomeranian, so true. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate the desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we'd met before, on that night the first time around. We met before. I feel like this cat has too many powers compared to the other ones. From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. Also, hello, Barhunga. Barhunga? How do you say your name? Welcome to the stream. You lost your memory that time too. You just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared, away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Excuse me, mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yumiel. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit. What time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over. Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that? Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know, but I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. Old missile, best missile. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it, and so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile, so you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla. Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. Meow. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here.
Were you surprised?
You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death.
Yippee! It worked.
Oh, but it's not even my birthday today.
It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well, I wanted to use it again.
That's all right, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jode.
Dad, you're home.
Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today.
Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective.
Huh? Is something wrong?
You have one of those badges too?
Oh, this? Yeah.
I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day.
But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn?
What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective.
It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day?
And you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow.
Destiny, eh?
And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me.
That you will, that you will.
Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten.
That's right, the very one.
You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten.
Still a kitten?
Yep. He never got any bigger or anything.
Wow, what a mysterious little fellow.
I know, right? His name is Sissel.
Sissel? It seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before.
I think Sissel likes you, Lynn.
Oh my god, Alma, so pretty! Wow! Camilla, your mom's pretty. Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration.
Okay, Mom.
It's a chicken from Chicken Kitchen. Where is Missile? This is so true. Where is Missile? I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. Where is Missile? And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse in their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. Ah, shit. The rock's in me. Where's Missile? I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange and beautiful patterns. And it looks like I have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Hey, credits. But where's Missile? Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Missile. I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. Oh, he's Lynn's dog now. But birthdays are for celebrating together. Oh god, look at the gigantic plate of spaghetti. That's one way to eat spaghetti. Missile dance! Wait, this is amazing. I do really love like the end credits that this studio likes doing. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. What kind of example is the inspector providing or meant?
Yeah.
It only took 4 hours. And everyone's tired. But we did it. Here's your food, gentlemen. Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again, just so you could eavesdrop? Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. This is true. I'm very impressed that you managed to finish it. Asset Flip really surprises you every single time.
La da da.
Oats to everyone. Is this really necessary, this new curry chicken menu item? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now good luck with the taste testing. The secret end wasn't worth the price. Oh boy. I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Sizzle? Oh! It's 'cause he wasn't manipulated into breaking in. So he's a normal person now. That's amazing. I hope the Rockstar is doing okay. What are these guys doing? Are you sure we really need all these explosive? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just as it said. I don't know if you want to be there for that. Wait a minute. 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Uh-oh. He hit the jackpot. They don't have a ghost helping them, so they're just stupid. Cry. Not like this.
So this is where you work, huh, Papa?
Yes, yes, yes. That's right, sweetheart. Oh my gosh, I like his smiles. Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories. Indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? Now, now. Must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Wow, she just toasted with his nose. This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man. The Yunawa is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir. Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. Yeah! Sugimori. Oh, there he is. Love, peace, and pigeons. Long live rock and roll. Oh, hey, look, it's Moe. Yeah, jammin'. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Oh my god.
Yippee!
I think it was a really fun game. The plot twist at the end was super worth it, and I had no idea. I did not see it coming at all. Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in my family for generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Think you could show me that maybe next week? I think Yomiel's finally leaving prison. Is that who they're talking about? Do we get to see his fiancée? He's the one who's the painter now. 10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. It's still fascinating that he's wearing sunglasses indoors. Thank you, Sissel. Woohoo! I highly recommend this game. Oh, he painted the cat. Meow. You know, you're right. Maybe it's like colored glasses. Oh, this credit screen is so tasteful too. Man. I enjoyed this game very much. Thank you for coming to stream and for staying so long. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I definitely did. And that wraps up Ghost Trick. I would definitely recommend checking out the OST on YouTube or something. And if you want to play it, you could definitely still play it. I don't think I touched all of the optional dialogue or all of the choices either, so there's definitely more to be explored. And the 23 version of this game, oh, donut! The 23 version of the game also has a bunch of extras and challenges that you can try after finishing the main game. Rat!
Yeah.
I think that's it. So I am going to end stream. I don't think anybody's streaming right now, but I will check just in case. Yeah. I mean, technically the Otters is streaming because it's 24 hour. Yeah, thank you for coming. Tomorrow I will be doing a surprise, not quite surprise, an anniversary event stream. Yay, I'm glad you managed to make it home. I hope you get some rest soon. Tomorrow I will be playing Pico Park 2 with Ren and Mai to celebrate 4 years. I hope y'all will be able to make it. But until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye.